Y'all make a lot of noise for your next comic. Clap it up for Jonathan Yates.
Hey, I used to work on Capitol Hill, so I still get invited to a lot of cool events in D.C. And man, did I have a great time at the Biden White House Halloween party. I was talking to President Biden, and I said, where my family is from in Florida is close to where Trump's place is in Palm Beach. And I said, I remember when Napoleon lost in France and was banished to the Isle of Elba. Many still called him the Emperor in Exile. But when Trump lost and came back to Florida, a lot wanted to have him labeled as an invasive species. Those were the haters. I'm all about the love. And I said, let's make it work. I said, depending on what color he had his hair dyed that month, he could work at the Palm Beach Zoo and the Ape House and the gorilla exhibit as the silverback. And then I said, Mr. President, you know, we got to talk serious. You know, others have talked about, you know, if Trump's porn star girlfriend comes down there too. But I said, hey, like I said, you know, I'm like Bill Clinton. I'm from a place called Hope. Let's make it work. I said, she can work as a snake handler at the zoo. And then when the circus is in town, she can be the sword swallower. And I said, Mr. President, I got to tell you something. A lot of people are concerned. One of the things that made America so happy about President Obama is he could turn to experienced Washington hands like you for advice. But it concerns people that you're getting advice from Bernie Sanders, who was a carpenter, and AOC was a bartender. And he said, well, Jonathan, that's just my plan to make the American people happy. And I said, how is it going to make the American people happy that you're getting advice from someone who used to pound boards for a living and someone who used to sling drinks for a living? And he said, because my son Hunter is always the happiest after he's nailed a cocktail waitress. That's why you tip your servers. And I said, Mr. President, what about Sanders' proposal that every American should get a laptop? And he said, I'm for that too, because I remember how happy Hunter was when he got his first laptop at a strip club in Las Vegas. And I said, well, Mr. President, what about the book that's come out about Hunter that talks about the prostitutes, the strippers, the drugs, the abuse? And he said, stop right now, that's pure libel. My son Hunter has never been accused of impersonating a member of Congress. And then it was a Halloween party. And I saw some members of Congress I used to work for, and they were dressed up as an ambulance driver, and one was dressed up as a paramedic. So I was going over and talking to them, and President Biden came over. You know, it was a little late. He's getting a little old, and he asked if they were there about his silver alert. And then after that, I went over and was talking to Vice President Harris, and you know, as smart as she is, she was dressed as a librarian. And I said, Vice President Harris, can I get your support? I want to start a program that combines the best of Black History Month, which is February, with the best of Read a New Book Month, which is December. We take the works of Black artists and combine it with others. An example, we take that great Chris Rock cult comedy classic, Pootie Tang. That's not even a punchline. And combine it with that legendary, beloved children's fable tale and call it Winnie the Pootie Tang. And then I want to take the other one where Steve Harvey, the game show host, and combine it with that Lily White comedy and call that Addams Family Feud. And then President Biden came over and, you know, saw Kamala Harris there dressed up as a librarian. And again, it's getting a little late. He saw she was dressed as a librarian and asked if she could direct him to the large print section. And I said, Mr. President, before you go, there's something I got to tell you. I said, we cannot have a scandal tear this country apart like the Clinton White House where there was oral sex in the Oval Office. And he said, Jonathan, you don't have to worry about oral sex in the Biden White House, which is why we have a 24/7 full mask policy. And Jonathan, thank you for having me.
Oh, give it up for Jonathan Yates.